So cross-country, traditional, old, faithful cross-country working. But we're going to vary it up by working one dumbbell only. So again, asymmetrical exercise, so you're locking down, really recruiting all your core muscles to pull through. The imbalance of the dumbbell will really challenge participants to work straight lines with the arms and the legs. So you really want to make sure that they're working straight lines rather than letting the hips move around, forwards, backwards, twisting, shoulders moving. Keep straight lines with the shoulders, straight lines with the hips, facing the front and working strong. Make sure you work both sides with that, and you can also take that into a suspended position, which is going to be really challenging. So you've got to make sure your technique is perfect with the feet on the ground, so that when you take the feet off the ground, those straight lines remain. Core strength recruitment is really working hard. Those muscles are working hard to keep the hips and shoulders in line. Okay, next, double feet lift routine. So you're lifting both feet up, sculling through with the hands, taking the shoulders back, lifting the hips. There's a slight bend in the knee, trying to get toes out of the water. So you want participants to look at their toes as they come out of the water. You want to see all 10 toes out of the water. Now, a variation with that is to grab one dumbbell only. You can do it with 2 bells, but to make it an asymmetrical exercise, so you're challenging on one side harder than the other, pull through with 1 bell only. Similar exercise. Strong, and make sure you obviously change sides so you're working the other side also. Remind participants that the empty hand works hard through the water to keep the body in position and aligned. You want to move through with straight arms and lift. Don't let the hips move. Now another variation is to lift the legs, handovers. You're going to have to hold and contract through the abdominals during the handover stage. Lift the toes up strong and hold. Lift the toes up, hand over. Push through. Now included to combine in the double feet lift is, while you've got the toes up, you can skull forward for a few strokes, go back down, lift up, skull backwards for a few strokes. So that's just to work that exercise a little bit longer and get the workout through the abdominals. Lift up, skull backwards, lift up, skull forward. Another routine that you can work with one dumbbell, we'll start off with a low jog, so that all the arm variations of that low jogging, perfect posture, lifting the knees up, pushing the heels down, you can scoop in, throwing the legs down to stay in time with the arm, you can scoop out, thumbs down, digging across like a single breaststroke, and then you can cross the hands on the chest, pushing the heels down, picking up the speed through the legs, but making sure the posture is perfect. Very long torso, stretch out the spine. From there, you can work the toes up, with or without arms, so you can work opposite, or you can work without arms, and then double feet lift. You can push hands down through the center. Now, to make this exercise an asymmetrical exercise, if you're working a little bit harder, you can hand over under one leg with the bell, lifting the toes up. So every time you're turning the torso, look at your toes that are lifting. Look at the toes, look at the toes. You can take this into what I call roller coaster, to hold the legs up, slight bend in the knees, and you're pushing down, and you're sliding back after the handover. Forward, opposite shoulder to knee during handover, slide back, forward, slide back, forward, slide back, forward, and then you can take that into bandage. So it's like you're wrapping a bandage around your thigh and knee. Crunch, crunch, crunch on handover, and then of course you'll do the same, and you can vary that up by going in the other direction. So holding the knees up side by side and wrapping the bandage around in one direction and then unwrapping the bandage.